Hello and welcome. I'm Patty Penn and this is my floss tube stitching with my kitties. This is floss tube number 14. I don't currently have any kitties up here. Dallas and Daisy Mae were up here earlier, but they must have gone back downstairs with their daddy, and who knows where Duke is. Duke is Duke. He's our problem child, but you gotta love him to death. My next floss tube probably will not be until 22 September. We leave a week from Friday for our vacation. We're going to South America. We're flying into Quito, Ecuador, tour Quito for about a day and a half, get on the ship and take the inner loop of the Galapagos Islands. We're going to 14 islands total. We'll get up and go to one island in the morning, board the ship, have lunch. While we're having lunch, the ship relocates to a second island, and we do that for 7 nights. So we are beyond excited. Then we fly down to Lima, Peru, and then take the train to Cusco for a few days, and then Machu Picchu, and then back to Lima and home. We'll be gone almost 3 weeks, and it's going to be fabulous. However, it's going to be very strenuous. Being all of the excursions onto 14 islands in the Galapagos Islands will be quite a feat for someone who is 64 years old, but I think I'm in good enough shape to do it. I walked 5 days last week. I think I walked a total of almost 17 miles last week. And Machu Picchu, the elevation is very high. It's 8,000 feet above sea level. Cusco is 11,000 feet. And I think we stay in Cusco for a couple of days, not only to tour, but to try to get acclimated to such a high altitude. I have a couple of Daisy Mae stories. You know, I've told you in the past, she steals nothing from Damon, but she loves to take anything that she can get her little paw on from me. Well, the other night I was sitting, stitching on the sofa, and I saw that she was playing with something, and I abominate my DMC. I always have. Well, she had reached into a basket, taken out a bobbin of DMC floss that I had not put back into my floss cabinet that Damon made me a couple of years ago. And she was batting it all over the floor. When I finally saw what she was doing, I got up to take it from her. She picked it up and ran behind the sofa, so I couldn't take it from her. What can I say? She's spoiled. Well, then yesterday morning, she was sound asleep on the ottoman. I was stitching, and all of a sudden she was on the floor. She fell off of the ottoman while she was sleeping. I have no idea what happened. She stayed away from the ottoman probably for about half an hour before she would get back up there. So, poor baby girl. But she's back up on the ottoman now. No other issues since then. I wanted to show you, I reached out to Hannah at Roxy Floss Co to see if she would do a conversion to pink for me. I love Let Love Rain, but blues and browns just are not my colors. And I asked her if she would do it for me, and she agreed and said that she does it a lot of times, and said I could, tell everybody that she does that a lot. So this is Let Love Rain by Teresa Kogut. I think it's beautiful. And here is the conversion. It's all Roxy Floss Co, obviously. And I just love the pinks. She, of course, had to leave a little brown for the trees, which I'm totally fine with that. So I'm very anxious to get started on this. I don't think I'm going to take this on our trip, mainly because I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to stitch on this trip. We will be on the go the entire almost 3 weeks. And on prior cruises, we loved the sea days, and we would sit out on our veranda and enjoy nature, especially on sea days, and I would just stitch all day. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done. If I haven't completed my Let Love Rain, and I was going to show this later, but let me go ahead and show you my progress. This is Let Love Rain. Excuse me, no. This is the Crowned Heart, a wedding sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. And as you can see, I'm really coming along well. After I finish this motif here, I'm going to go and put my name and Damon's name, and then I'll just have the center to complete. But let me give you a little closer look at it. And I'm so enjoying this. So Jacob, Modern Folk Embroidery, it's Jacob DeGroff, came out with 4 new Quakers. And one of them I fell in love with. It's Add a Bird to It. And Hannah at Roxy Floss Co. It was charted as a monochromatic, and the one that I saw was in a red overdyed floss, and it's beautiful. But Hannah converted it to colors. So messaged her, actually I sent her an email asking her or telling her that I wanted that and the chart. So I'm just waiting to hear back from her. It is just absolutely gorgeous. So I won't take that with me, even if I have it. If I don't finish the Crowned Heart, I will take that. And then I'm also going to take Give Thanks by Hands On Designs that Niecy Lynn dyed the linen for me and sent me the frame and everything. So I'm definitely going to take that. And of course, I will take We the People. Now, this is the SAL that Table 24 plus 2 are doing with all together. The hashtag is Table 24. No, excuse me. The hashtag is We the People Table 24 SAL. And I'll triple check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This is by Salty Stitcher Designs. Hey, Christy, I hope you're feeling better. And this is the chart. I am stitching it on 32 count because I wanted to do the 1/1 of the words, and I knew I just couldn't do it on 36. And of course, here's my fabric flare fabric that I'm gonna stitch it on, and I changed the colors so that I could use the white fabric and still have my colors show up, especially the beige, and that's actually eggshell. So let me show you the pattern again and the fabric. Sorry, I'm not being very coordinated, am I? Let's see here. Here's the fabric and the floss and the chart. So now Niecy Lynn coffee tea dyed hers, and I'm not sure. Somebody else may have coffee tea dyed it also. I don't remember. This is going to be so pretty. So I will start that. We're starting it on Labor Day. I think there's 6 parts that ends roughly on Election Day, which I guess is November the 3rd, maybe. I don't know. So if I finish the Crowned Heart, I'll take I'm taking Give Thanks and my SAL. Now, once I start this as a monogamous stitcher, I'm not going to break mine down into 6 parts. I'll just stitch it till I'm complete, and then I'll go on to the next project. So I made all of us matching project bags. So I know I showed some of them last week, 2 weeks ago, but here's one, and here's one, and another one, which I love this one. Here's one with words. Can't tell if you can see it or not. Words. And then I made 2 of these. I think they're adorable little teddy bears. Little Americana teddy bears. And then one with trucks and campers and bicycles, and another with words. So, and the one that I have my We the People in was actually one that I had made prior to. So I don't know if I will switch it to one of the new bags or just keep it where I've got it. Excuse me while I reach over. And I'm going to get those in the mail this week. Harry and Ann, I'll bring yours up to Needlecraft Corner in October at the Saturday Stitch In. I have shown these before, but I got 2 more. They're Quaker Sampler magazines. So you can only get them through her Etsy shop. I believe she is based in England maybe, but I got a second and a third one. This is actually issue 10. This may have been the first one that I downloaded. I'm pretty sure it is. And then issue 11, which is July through September last year. Another beautiful Quaker. And then issue 9, which was January through March of 23. So I just think these are all just such beautiful Quakers, and she gives you a lot of motifs so that you can put together your own. Now, I don't have any software to do that, but you know, I will maybe one day I'll try my hand at it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This year at StitchCon, the charity was Beds for Heads, and I forget how much was actually raised, but it was a significant amount. And so I thought that I would make pillowcases to go with them. Well, there was an Etsy shop, and I will link it below. I'm drawing a blank on what the Etsy shop's name is. So if you paid postage, she would send you fabric to make pillowcases. So I've got 19, about half completed. I worked yesterday cutting them out, cutting the pieces out and pinning them together, and I sewed them and ironed them this morning. I still have fabric probably enough for at least another 10, if not 15 or 20. So I've still got this, which is so cute, and I love this one. I've already made, I think I did 3 of these already. And then look at this, foxes, and then some little horses. And for this and the fox, I've got to get some coordinating fabrics. You need a cuff and then a little strip of contrast where the cuff of the pillow meets the body of the pillow. So I need some coordinating fabrics for this, and I'll probably just use 2 of solids because I don't think I'm going to be able to find fabric in this line. Then I have a couple of florals. I think this is very pretty. I need some coordinating fabric for it, and also for the brown and goldenrod and blues. So I still have quite a few pillowcases yet to cut and sew, but it's one of the things that I enjoy doing. So like I said, 19, I probably won't work on them anymore this weekend. It'll be next weekend. And then the following weekend, I won't be home. So let's see what else I need to tell you. I wanted to, most of you probably already know all of these floss tubes, but I just wanted to mention the ones that I watch regularly. I mean, every time they have a new one, I watch it. Niecy Lynn, of course, and I watch hers every Friday afternoon or first thing Saturday morning. Just Keep Stitching with Pam and Steph. They've been doing this for, well, they have 350 some episodes. So I found them right after I started cross stitching again, and Pam was working on Let Freedom Ring by Lila Studio, so I called Steph at Keepsakes, asked her to kit it up for me, and the rest is history. That hangs over my the fireplace in our family room, and at Christmas it comes down, and I think it's Christmas Village. I forget the name of the chart, but it was by Little House Needleworks, I think. I don't think it was Country Cottage. I think it was Little House. So then I also watch Country Stitchers. Now, they hadn't made a video in probably a month or a little more, but they put one up yesterday. They just sat and stitched and talked. That's Deb and Liz. And then I noticed that Deb and her dog Charlie were having a whip parade. That was the one. I haven't watched that yet, but I will watch it this afternoon. And of course, Fat Quarter Shop, where I get a lot of my charts and fabrics and flosses. Hello, everybody at Fabric Flair. I don't want to leave you out. Fat Quarter Shop and Professor Stitch. Now, my friend Judy, hey Judy, I hope all is well. I hope that the temperatures are going down a little bit for you. Judy sent me her name, and she is a professor. She does a lot of samplers. Now, I've only seen either one or two of her videos. She's really brand new. And of course, Lenny and Roberta, the Sable Stitchers, and I forget what Sable stands for. It's an acronym, so you got to watch their video if you don't already, because I love their videos. They're wonderful. And then, of course, Brenda and the Cereal Starter. That's Brenda and Laura. And Brenda, I think, is pretty much a monogamous stitcher. I could be wrong on that. You know, some of these start running together. And of course, Laura is the Cereal Starter. And a few floss tubes ago, Laura had a lot of her whips out. I mean, a lot. So I think they put them in 3 piles. Almost completed, needs work, and UFO. They'll never be finished. So that was interesting. And of course, Handmade by Sarah W. And she does some beautiful samplers, and she just seems like such a sweet lady. And of course, Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, Olivia. She is a cross stitcher and a quilter. I think she may have split her channel now, because I saw one that looks like it was just all quilts. And since I am a quilter, I do want to go back and watch it. I forget what happened, and I didn't get to push the button. And then stitching Scotty, that's Dottie, and she has two Scotties, Skylar and Winston. And Winston is her black Scotty, and Skylar is, I would call him blonde. I actually met Dottie at StitchCon this year and told her that I had never seen any Scotties that weren't black. And she went in and explained to me that they come in various colors. And so that was really interesting. And last but not least, and if you're not watching Carol, the Saltbox Stitcher, you need to. She has a gorgeous wall of samplers. She's a quilter. I think she does long arm quilting also. She is just, I don't remember how I found her, probably just a suggestion by YouTube, but she is fabulous. And then I think it was in Floss Tube, maybe number 2. My friend Judy had sent me this tin with beeswax bars. Well, on the sides, as I used it, it would start kind of chipping off, or it was hard to get the floss deep enough into the side of the beeswax bar because I had used it so much. Well, I came up with the idea: take a piece of wax paper and put it on your desk, get your heat gun, and heat the wax, and then you can use the wax paper to form it back to a nice smooth shape. And I did that again today. And although it looks like it might have some ridges, it doesn't. That's totally smooth. And of course, a lot of that is from red fibers. But this is just fantastic, and it's still so soft. So I am really enjoying this, Judy. Thank you so much. She sent it to me when she knew that I was going to stitch with Belle Soie for the first time. And boy, does it make a difference. Because sometimes I'll clip my thread and forget to wax it, and you can tell the difference. I mean, almost immediately I can tell the difference. And lastly, I have just a little bit of haul. I'm actually proud of myself. 2 of these are subscriptions that I'm doing. The first one is Word Swap by Stitching with the Housewives, and this is through Fat Quarter Shop. I'm anxious to start this one because I love fall stitching, and that was just called Pumpkins. And then I'm in Cottage Garden Samplers. Excuse me, I can't talk again today. Cottage Garden Samplings, and she has a house series. This is house number 9, Floating House. And look at that little dog sitting out on the pier. Is he adorable or what? This one's going to be so much fun. Then there was, I showed my 12 Berries of Christmas that I got at Keepsakes when I was at StitchCon by Erica Michael, but they only had the first 9 days. So they had to order me days 10, 11, and 12. So this is Berries of Christmas number 4, the last 3 days, by Erica Michaels. And then they also had to order me because I saw the sample stitched up at Keepsakes, and it's Spring Squirrel by the Blue Flower, and he is so cute. So maybe I should kit him up and my pumpkins up, ready to stitch when I finish the Crowned Heart and Give Thanks and We the People. Then I think I'm going to do that this weekend, or this afternoon rather, is go ahead and kit both of those up, and with you know, with everything, my floss, my fabric, and then when I get home and finish up those the couple of things that are ahead of it, I can start my new fall things. And lastly, Fat Quarter Shop is having a mystery sale, and it's a Star of Wonder, and they have completed it now. It was a 5-part series, and so I have printed this out. I have the whole chart. I also have the needle minder that looks just like this. So I just think that's beautiful. I love the non-traditional Christmas colors of pink and green rather than red and green. So that's really all I have for you today. If I don't see you next weekend, and I doubt I will, but if I have something to show, I'll come on for a quick floss tube. If not, it'll be September the 22nd, and hopefully I'll have the crowned heart finished, a good start on We the People, and a finish on Give Thanks, and maybe even a FFO of that one, since I already have the frame and everything. So have a great rest of the weekend. I hope you have a wonderful next few weeks, and I look forward to seeing you most likely on 22 September. Stay safe. Good night. Goodbye.